What happens when a day of celebration turns into a day of tragedy? A question no one imagines asking, yet here we are discussing the unthinkable incident that unfolded at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade. A day marked by victory and joy, abruptly disrupted by the deafening sounds of gunfire. The immediate aftermath was chaos, as people fled in a panic, echoing a scene all too familiar in our nation's narrative. The shooting, which occurred just as the parade had come to an end, resulted in at least one death and over 20 injuries, a chilling toll that includes children and a local DJ named Lisa Lopez Galvan. 3 suspects were swiftly taken into custody, their firearms recovered, yet their motives remain unclear. Regrettably, this isn't an isolated incident. It marks the 48th mass shooting in the United States in just the first month and a half of 2024, according to the Gun Violence Archive. In the midst of joy, a horrific act of violence has left a deep wound, a wound that continues to fester in the American soul, demanding our immediate attention and action. How does a city cope with such a devastating incident? One can only imagine the depth of sorrow echoing through the hearts of the NFL and Kansas City Chiefs. They've expressed profound sadness over this shocking event, their words layered with gratitude towards the law enforcement officials who rushed to the scene. Players like Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, icons in their own right, have taken to social media to share their condolences and prayers for the victims. The city's response, too, has been one of unity and strength. Mayor Quinton Lucas, who had put extensive security measures in place for the event, acknowledged the chilling reality of gun violence, an ongoing risk that casts a shadow over even the most joyous of celebrations. Yet his words were not of surrender, but of defiance and determination. In the face of tragedy, Kansas City stands united and resilient. The spirit of this city, its people, and its beloved Chiefs will not be broken by such senseless violence. Instead, they rise, stronger and more determined, their collective voice a beacon of hope amidst the heartbreak. In the wake of this tragedy, what urgent actions are being called for? The President of the United States, Joe Biden, has voiced a strong plea for change. He has called for a comprehensive approach to tackle the epidemic of gun violence that continues to plague the nation. The President has urged Congress to take decisive steps such as banning assault weapons, limiting high-capacity magazines, and strengthening background checks. He believes that these measures could help prevent future tragedies and protect innocent lives. It's not just politicians who are voicing their concerns. Prominent figures from the world of sports are also stepping up to the plate. NFL stars, deeply affected by the tragedy, have made their own calls for political action. They too see the urgent need to address gun violence in the U.S., and are using their platforms to demand change. This collective call for action is a response to a deep-seated problem that has claimed too many lives. The Kansas City shooting serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need for change in the landscape of gun control in America. It's a call to action that we cannot afford to ignore. So as we remember the victims of this tragedy, we must also strive to ensure that their loss spurs us into action, to create a safer future for all. The Kansas City shooting, a stark reminder of the urgent need for change in the landscape of gun control in America.